Hey, what's up everybody? We are in the car on our way to the hospital. Finally, we are on our way to get induced. It is February 27th. It's almost noon. We were supposed to go in this morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. We were supposed to go in last night, but we kept getting bumped because, you know, God forbid other people would have babies. Darn. We're not upset about it. We're a little stressed with this whole situation. We weren't expecting that Shiloh would be with us this quick, but here she comes. Hey, Scruffy fam, how you doing? Joe here. So we're in our hospital room. Tasha's gonna try to take a little power nap. Still going through the process of getting checked in, getting everything together. Don't even know what they're gonna do to induce Tasha yet. So we have just started the Pitocin. We are at number 1 on up to 20. So Tasha's actually had some pretty consistent Braxton Hicks since we've been here, but nothing that's been like...
Nothing that's gonna get the job done.
Her cervix is dilated to 2, really soft. Those are good things for getting this kick started. After talking to our OB, we really kind of thought that doing the Pitocin would get her going, because we're only at 36 weeks right now, and this little girl's got to get here so she can get the surgery she needs so that she can recover and she can come home and we don't have to worry about hospitals anymore. So, honey, how you doing?
A little nervous still, but we'll see how it goes.
So, contractions are coming about every 2 minutes, getting a little bit stronger. I think we're just finishing up a contraction right now, right, honey?
Yes.
How you doing?
Better now than 10 seconds ago.
Yeah. So about how are we doing on the contractions? How you feeling?
Still good. They're definitely getting stronger.
Yeah, but we're good because we have some HGTV. We have Chip and Joanna on, so we can do this. You know, we'll actually start labor once Chip and Joanna's done. Then we'll get busy. But we got a show to watch. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
We got to have some humor in this, but. So we're a 6 on the Pitocin right now. Shiloh's heart rate's doing fine. She's tolerating this okay. Tasha's a rock star. They had to crank this bad boy up pretty fast for her to recognize that she was even having contractions. But we're about there now. Sitting, laying down, it's a little rough, but standing, we're doing okay. So, hey, baby's coming either really late tonight or tomorrow morning.
Just enjoying my little post-baby treat. I think I've more than burned enough calories to justify eating a brownie. Anyway, so yeah, just kind of wanted to get the whole story down. They finally told us to come in at noon on Tuesday, and we kind of sat around for a while waiting for the OB. So we finally got Pitocin started. She came and checked and everything at about 4:30 p.m. And so, you know, Pitocin started, I think they upped it 1 ml every hour. And so then probably around 9 o'clock at night was when I would say started having actual active labor. They just felt like really, really strong Braxton Hicks for a long time. And then they finally started getting to be real contractions. And then they got really hard. I don't even remember what time it was. They were getting really hard, and so I got in the water, and that kick-started them like crazy. Probably only did like 4 or 5 contractions in the tub. They were just so strong. So got out, they checked me, and that was the worst period. Like almost ready to push, kind of feeling like pushing, not quite there for pushing, and laying on my side, thankfully, in the bed through the contractions. That was definitely the hardest part. They were really intense contractions. All mental focus and energy went towards just getting through each contraction. And it was starting to get a little emotionally rough. They were also like, you know, asking me questions, and I went into this knowing that I didn't want to get any pain medication. So I knew that I was going to have to, you know, utilize all of my other tools, and I did. I was getting to the point where I was just like, I just want to push and be done. So finally we got really, really close. And then she broke my water because that's still, I apparently have really strong amniotic sacs because she had to break it. And then Shiloh was born probably 3 or 4 pushes later. It wasn't very long. Came out at 7 pounds 6 ounces. So they put her on me right away. She got to stay on me until her cord was done pulsating, and then they cut it. Took her over to the warmer and, you know, started doing the checks. And they started suctioning some of the contents of her stomach, which is the whole reason why we had to do this induction in the first place, especially early. I'm actually, well, would have been 36 weeks, 3 days today. Didn't tear too bad, just 1 or 2 stitches. And then she got to come back and kind of snuggle with me for probably about 10 minutes. And then they had to take her up to the NICU so that they could get the rest of everything that's backing up in her system out. They ended up suctioning off at least 100 mils, and we're now 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so she's 12 hours old, and they're still suctioning stuff out at the children's hospital. It's definitely slowed down, which is good, but my poor baby. So yeah, they stitched me up and checked me and did the recovery, and I feel pretty great. I mean, you know, there's always having a hard time breathing because my diaphragm doesn't know where to hold its shape anymore. But energy's been fine. Tired. The whole process was about 10 hours from the first trip to when she was born. Oh yeah, so then she was born at 2 in the morning. So it was about 10 hours for the whole Pitocin thing. No pain medication. We just rocked it out with Bradley method. So she went up to the main hospitals, or the normal hospitals, NICU, continued to get siphoned. They gave her a little bit of the sugar water. Breathing's fine. Oxygen is fine. Obviously she's under the warmer because she still is technically a preemie at 36 weeks. She's a big preemie. I don't know what her official weight is without, you know, once they've pumped everything out of her. But I'm gonna guess it's probably somewhere around like 7 pounds 2 or 3 ounces, which is still, like, if she'd gone for another 3-4 weeks, I think I would be much more sore than I am right now. So I went and got to sit up in the NICU and hold her on my chest for probably about half an hour, and that was glorious. They have a special ambulance just for newborns. They call it the Cheetah Cab. So they showed up and we're like, oh hey, by the way, we're transferring her now. So Joe drove over to the children's hospital. That's where he is right now, like I said. He actually got there before her, and so I am still, obviously, here in Yon Hospital. Not quite discharged, but I'm just kind of resting up a little bit. Alright guys, so that's our story so far. It's an ongoing saga. Of course, we're going to keep everything updated with how she's doing and how surgery goes. Birth was my first thing that completely freaking me out. I was scared to death of getting a C-section. The next scary thing is her surgery and what that is going to end up looking like, because they won't know until they're in there. And just kind of making her recovery plan. So thank you guys so much for all the love and congratulations and prayers and everything that everybody has been showing for us lately. It's been so awesome. We definitely feel very, very blessed in this situation. Shiloh is a rock star. She's a strong little girl, and handling everything like a champ.
Little Shiloh is here. We are in the NICU right now. Here's our little trooper. She's hooked up to a bunch of stuff. They've taken a lot of fluid out of her tummy. A lot. Her tummy's doing much, much better. She's sleeping. She looks like her big brother, and you can see her little sleep sucking. So you've had our journey with us from going to the hospital, through some contractions, her being born, and her being up here in the NICU. So we'll keep you posted as we go. Bye.